Hello, everybody. My name is Amy Sinton. I'm a personal life and a business coach, and I'm making a podcast in collaboration with Passion Vista magazine just for you. So I hope that you're going to enjoy this. Today, in this episode, I'm going to talk about keeping yourself accountable for achieving your goal. And this is super important. Why? Because if you do not keep yourself accountable, the chances of succeeding are way lower. So, in order to achieve a goal, you need to know what the goal is, how you can measure it. You need to know when you will know that you have achieved it, also, and you need to be able to motivate yourself and push yourself and make sure that you are actually taking the steps that you told yourself are important to achieve this goal for yourself. Okay, so let's say if you want to, let's start with something simple. Let's say you want to read a book, but you're very busy. And so I mean, the chances of you just forgetting about it or being preoccupied with something much more important are quite high. And during coaching sessions, for example, we talk with people so that they can. And so, as a coach, during the sessions that I have with people, I'll ask them often, how are you going to keep yourself accountable? And people can think of something that will be either a reminder to them or like a person that's going to keep track of what they're doing with them. Or sometimes I, as a coach, serve as this person that's going to keep them accountable if that's what they want, if that's what they ask for. Um, and that way, when they know they have a next session coming up with me, then they'll be like, okay, I got to work on this. I need to achieve progress. Because she's probably going to be asking me about this, and about what progress has been made. So, whether it is trying to stay accountable for achieving a certain goal or trying to change a habit for a better one, for a healthier habit, for example, it's really great to have a partner in terms of accountability, somebody that will be with you on your journey and make sure that you are actually doing what you set out to do. And if you do not have somebody that can partner with you to keep you accountable, if you cannot afford a coach, if you can not find the time to have a coach, if you don't have anybody that you want to tell about the change of habit or the goal that you're trying to achieve, then what you can do is you can try to use a reward system for yourself. And you can think of something that will either be the end reward or one of the smaller rewards, for example, and then an end reward for everything that you're trying to achieve. So if it's a huge goal that's very difficult, then I would suggest having small rewards along the way as you achieve tasks that are smaller, that add up to the final success, and then to have something a little bit bigger when you do finally achieve your goal completely. And I do this for myself, for example, if I have something that I know I really want to do, that I absolutely have to, then I will be like, okay, if I get this done, then my reward will be this. Another important thing that you can do is not to put too much pressure on yourself, but to set certain deadlines by which you must actually have this task or various tasks accomplished. And the reason why this is important is otherwise you can just stretch it out and you can have a tendency to just start derailing from the path and taking care of other things, losing focus. So when you tell yourself, okay, this is my goal, I really want to achieve it, then saying, okay, I have by, let's say, 8th of June to get this done, then that's the day when you have to have it done. And scheduling everything in your calendar so that you can actually realistically approach the goal, because it's no use in saying, okay, I want to do this by then, and then you just don't even plan when you're going to do it. So you have to plan in time. Let's say like 2 hours every day or 5 hours every day or half an hour, 10 minutes, however long you have to spend on trying to achieve this and however much time you do have. And so do be realistic, do be kind, and do not put too much pressure on yourself, but do try to accomplish it in the fastest possible time instead of just stretching it out without staying accountable for when you should get it done by, as this will make it more effective. Another great way to keep yourself more accountable is to be more transparent and open about what you're trying to do. Some people do want to do this, some people don't. But the plus side of this is that other people can also motivate you and they can ask you, how you're doing on this. You don't want too many people to be doing that because it can feel like a lot of pressure. But when you are transparent about it and, you're okay with whatever pace you're doing things in, and if you're making any mistakes, then people can be like, okay, so don't worry, just fix this, or you can ask others for help then. And that will motivate you more also, and you'll be more prone to staying accountable then. One of the best ways, though, how you can keep yourself accountable are to have somebody that you can buddy up with or partner up with, that will keep you accountable, and just letting them know on your progress, how everything is going. And also this reward system. It's really great. If you are very organized, then you might like this one also, or if you're not organized, then you might start doing this as a small first step, is creating some kind of a reminder for yourself. So it can either be a piece of paper on which you write what you want to do, like put it on your fridge or put it on your mirror, put it wherever, and then it will remind you every time when you pass by that, okay, that's what I was going to do. Because it's very often so easy just to get caught because it's just so easy to get caught up in different things that you're doing on a day-to-day basis, especially if you're very busy, if you're juggling homework, all different types of things. So having a reminder like that will keep you more focused on achieving your goal. If you are not really into putting these reminders up on like a piece of paper, if you don't want to mess up your apartment, if you don't want other people seeing whatever your goal is, then another idea for you is to, for example, set an alarm clock every day that will remind you at the same time, okay, this is what I need to do. And just make sure that it's a time when you're not going to be preoccupied with other things, when you're not going to be on a call, when you're not going to be in a meeting, where this alarm can go off and that it will not wake you up in the middle of the night. But it will remind you of exactly what you need to do. Or you can write a note in your phone, for example. Another great thing that's connected to vision boards is just having a photo of what you want to achieve, of your goal, or something that reminds you of it, either in your phone, in your photo library, just to go back to and remind yourself of what it is and remind yourself of what the emotions are connected to achieving this goal and why it's important to you, why it's a goal of yours, and that will really motivate you. Another thing that's super important when it comes to setting goals and keeping accountable is just to be realistic. And in that kind of a sense, I don't mean, think small, dream small. No. Okay, set your goals, go after what you want. But, keep in mind that if you do set a goal and you want to stay accountable for it, you do have to put in the hard work. You cannot just be like, okay, I want to set this goal and I'm just going to flimsy around. No, if you're going to set the goal and you want to stay accountable for it, you have to do it. You have to schedule it in. You have to take it day by day or however frequently you want to do it. And step by step, you'll just get closer to your goal. And that will be a huge motivation also when you start seeing progress, when you start seeing where you are on the timeline of achieving this. And another great thing that you can do is just draw out a timeline for yourself, with a start and finish and line between, and then mark all of these tasks on this timeline that you do need to accomplish. Or if you don't want to put tasks on there, then you can put, just progress wherever you are. So let's say Monday you started here, and then on Wednesday you've achieved, let's say, 3/4 of what you wanted to do, or 1/4 of what you wanted to do. And then you will be motivated because you will visually see the progress that you have achieved, and your mind will achieve this kind of a gratification because of these few steps or this work that you have put in thus far, and you will be more motivated just to keep going. So if this was just too much too soon, then don't worry. I'm just going to wrap this up for you nice and quickly. So find somebody, a friend, a colleague, somebody that is from your family that you can trust, or just do notes in your phone or a piece of paper up in your apartment somewhere that will remind you of what you need to do, and that will really, really excel you in the direction that you need to be going, and reward yourself. Think of something. It doesn't need to be something extremely expensive or huge or lavish. It can just be something small. It can even be dedicating time towards something that you would normally not do as a reward for yourself. Because like if you're very busy working all the time, then just putting extra time in for self-care as a reward for accomplishing your goal can be huge. So I really hope that all of this advice helps. And I want to thank Passion Vista very much for this amazing opportunity to be able to use this platform to share this with all of you, and wishing you all a wonderful day.